Alright, so let's talk about hybrid picking, and in this case, a hybrid spank the plank or chicken picking type of style. So we talked a bit about spanking the plank or chicken picking, and we talked about using finger picks, that you could use finger picks or just using your fingers, preferably not with nails, or what we call hybrid picking. So in this case here, I'm choosing to do a hybrid pick, even though we could do this lick similarly with, say, without the use of hybrid picking. So I could just go. So there I'm just using my thumb and first finger. So we could do this either way. But in this case here, for this example, I'm going to be using the pick to give you an introduction to some hybrid picking as well. So we're going to be doing both. The great thing about this particular lick is once you learn the one lick, you can bring it to all the other notes. So I was basically doing a basic 12-bar blues progression there, but using this lick, okay, to give it some life. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. You're going to start off on the first downbeat with a pick. Okay, and every other note you're going to be picking the A string. So you're going to be going, and then in between there you're going to be picking the D string at the second fret. So it's going to go like this. Now, I have a little bit of a slapback echo on there. Pop, pop, you know? Because it just lends itself to this type of sound. We don't have to use it. It's going to make the lick sound a little cooler, but if you're not using it and you're doing this technique right, it's still going to sound cool, okay? So, if you want a delay setting, pop, 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 pop. You want that sort of sound, okay? All right, so let's talk about this again. So you're going to take your first finger, you're going to put it on the second fret of the D string. And the only thing you're going to play is the A and the D string. So you can take your thumb and bring it around to the low E string here, and you can mute it and let the rest of your first finger mute those other strings. So effectively, we're only going to be playing the A and the D string. And you're going to be going back and forth between the pick and the second finger here. Second finger on this hand. So let's start playing it like this. We're going to pick down on the A string and up with the second finger on the D string. Easy enough, right? Okay, so do this nice and slow. If you're new to playing and this is a little bit difficult for you, take it slow. I've never seen anybody learn anything by doing things fast. The mind thinks that that's the way to get to it, but it's not. You have to slow things down and practice it correctly. That's the way to play fast. 100% of the time, I've never seen it in anywhere, guitar or otherwise. Practicing something fast makes you fast. You have to practice it slow because you have to understand. Your brain has to understand it conceptually before it can do it. Okay, so just like anything else that I teach, you got to take this slow. Okay, so again, down on the A, up on the D string, but we have our first finger on the second fret of the D string. Slow it down a little bit. now I'm playing this lightly. Later on, your goal is to kind of get under those strings a little bit and do that slapping technique, that chicken picking technique that we talked about. So I'm taking my second finger here and tucking it underneath the string, and when I'm plucking up, okay? Okay. Now, every other time, what we're going to do is we're going to pick. So now, my hand's in perfect position here. Watch this. My second finger is going to go on the 3rd fret, and instead of picking the open A, I'm going to pick the 2nd fret. So essentially, if we wanted to break this down, we could go like this. Okay, that sort of thing. So practice that next. Let's slow it down. I'm not expecting you to make it sound like this right away. You're probably hitting other strings and you're going, oh, it doesn't sound tight like that. It doesn't sound, precise. That's okay. It's not at first. If it did, you wouldn't be watching this video. You'd be teaching this video, okay? So it's going to not sound right at first, and it's going to take some time, so take your time with it. Again, your thumb should be muting that 6th string, and your first finger should be muting strings 1 through 3 and fretting the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay. Now, the 3rd step is when you do put your 2nd finger down here on the 3rd fret, you're going to hammer up to the 4th fret. Okay? So it's like this. And then follow it with another 2nd fret D string. So together, that's the whole lick. Play it maybe one time through so you can get it conceptually. With anything like this where you're doing it repetitively, you want to try it one time through so you can go, oh, I get it, that's the beginning, that's the end. And then your goal is, and this is with all things like this, even if they're not repetitious, if you're learning a solo and you're putting one lick together to another lick, you want to get that one lick down, then you want to say, well, what's the next lick and how can I ease into it? Okay, because a lot of times you'll get that first lick, you'll be able to play the 2nd lick, but not both of them together. This is natural for everybody. But as you play it more and play the seam note into it, seam as in a seam on your shirt or something, it's that thing that puts 2 pieces of cloth together. In this case here, we're putting 2 licks together. Then what you need to do is practice that seam, and that will help play it smoothly. So play it one time through. And then your goal is to try it 2 times through. And there may be a little pause there, but your goal is to practice it slow enough to where there is no pause. When you practice these pauses, perfect practice makes perfect. You've heard me say that before. If you're practicing pauses, then you're practicing pauses, and then you're going to have a tendency to pause there. But if you're not practicing pauses and you're just practicing it slowly, then what will happen is once you understand the format and how it should be, you will get faster automatically because you'll get bored and you'll slowly increase it in speed. So for this, make sure that you are doing it slowly and that you're doing it evenly. faster and faster at it as you do it. Okay? Now here's the cool thing about this. Now I know you don't have the lick down yet, probably. It's going to take some time. You may have to sit with it for 3-4 hours. That's okay. It's therapeutic, okay? Take your time with it. Cool thing about this is, that's the A chord, okay? Now when we go to the D, basically we're taking that whole lick, just moving it down one string, okay? Don't complicate what I just said. Take everything that we just did, move it down one string. Everything. So that means both strings. Both fingers on the left hand, both fingers on the right hand. So now this is on strings 4 and 3. Back to the A. To the 5 chord, or the E, then we're just dropping this down to strings 6 and 5. And then to the D again, and the A. And for the E, the last E, you could go just hitting the low notes at first, and then the high notes with up strums. And I'm kind of emphasizing the higher strings for the second 2 hits and the lower strings for the first one. So together it'll sound like this. Go to the D. E, D, A, E, or get it? Okay, so obviously that's the sound we're going for, and the speed makes it sound much more interesting, but take your time with this. Never seen anybody learn anything fast. Please get that into your head. It's going to help a ton. It's going to make you a more patient player. It's going to make you a better player. It's going to make you learn things faster and get to your goals faster. So take your time with this, and let's keep going.